Quickly, before this video starts, please make sure if you're watching my channel, you are subscribed. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell. If you hit the bell, you'll know when the video goes live. If you're subscribed, that helps the channel massively. I'm getting great views for the amount of subscribers. Please subscribe. Subscribe and hit the bell. Back to the video. So hello, welcome to another video. So today, what do you eat before and after? And slightly touching upon intra during the workout. So, first, understand there's faster cardio, there's doing weights, no cardio, I get that. I'm taking about my perspective. My goal at the moment is strength and size. I want to get stronger and I want to get a bit bigger. Working out on an empty stomach won't hurt you, and it may actually help you. That depends on your goal. My goal, strength and size. So bear that in mind when I say points later on. When I say points today, strength and size. Not faster cardio, not want to get bigger, I want to get massive. Also, what you eat before and after. What you eat before and after is very important, but you won't outtrain a bad diet. You can't outtrain a bad diet, and you'll always look like your diet. If your diet's crap, you won't get the body you want. 100% diet, ideal body weight, they go in line. If you only have 50% of your diet, or your whatever you're doing, your food's only 50% clean, you'll only get that diet. So, what should you eat before the gym? So, at the time of filming this, I've had, about an hour ago, I had a really big meal, which consisted of the macros that you need, and I'll get onto that. But it's about 1,000 calories, and I'm classing that as my pre-workout meal, because it's, I'd say, long enough for me to be able to digest it, but it's not too long that it's just becoming another meal. So if you work out in the morning, your body has basically gone all the time that you're sleeping without eating anything. And let's get this straight, food equals fuel, yeah? So if you're going to train, you'll need to eat something to get you through your session, and I understand people can do faster cardio and everything, but to do an optimal set on weights every day for the month, fasted, your weights are going to drop. So if you've just woken up and you're like, right, I want to go to the gym, what can I eat? So you're talking about half an hour before you train. You can't have a massive thing. There's no point, it's not going to digest, it's not going to give you anything in that moment. I apologise if it's windy, it shouldn't be, but it might be. So you need to eat something that's going to help you. So you've got your protein, you've got your carbs, and you've got your fats. So out of those three, carbs. If you're wanting to get through a session, you need to get some carbs in you. So the carbs come in different forms, as you will all be aware. You need carbs. So that's 30 minutes. What happens if you're like 1 hour? You're going to go and train. See, therefore, I feel you can alter your view then. Still need carbs, because carbs equal energy. But you could also add in some protein, which is going to keep you fuller for longer. Because if you add protein in your diet, it keeps you fuller for longer. So that's about an hour. If you're going for like 2 to 3 hours prior to training, then in my that's not a pre-workout meal, that's just a meal. If you're going to eat 2 or 3 hours, you're going to have digested it by the time you come to train, so that's just a meal. I read a quote ages ago that said, you cannot train like a beast and eat like a bird. I don't know who said that, and there's lots of different iterations online, but from my point of view is, if I'm wanting to train and get bigger and get stronger, I need to fuel that. If you look at all the biggest bodybuilders in the world, you look at the Jay Cutlers, you look at the Ronnie Colemans, you look at Flex Lewis and all those kind of people, they eat and eat and eat and eat. And eating is so important. Even if you're trying to cut, or you're trying to maintain, or you're trying to get up your endurance, or you're trying to get stronger and bigger, eating is the biggest thing you can do. So what you eat before you work out, in my opinion, is actually very important. To train at an intensity that's going to move you along somewhere, you need to eat very close. So like I've said, if you're close, half an hour, 45 minutes to training, you need carbs. That's the thing that's going to get you through the session. Low in fat, mainly carbs. The further away you get from the gym, like if you're an hour and a half, entering some protein. If you're then 2 to 3 hours, that's not a pre-workout meal, that's just a meal. The two main nutrients you want to consume, two main like food groups or macros, carbs and proteins. They're the two that are going to help you. Fats, I don't feel they're as important. High carb, if you're just about to go and train, like now, I'm about to go and train, but I've had a meal, quite a big meal, just before this. I'm not going to eat anything else now until I've trained because I'm full, so that's fine. An hour, hour and a half, you can add in some more protein, and then after that, 2 to 3 hours, I see people that, oh, this is my pre-workout meal. Well, no, it's just a meal. You're 3 hours away from the gym. You'll have digested that by the time you get into the gym. Carbohydrates, protein. They're the two main things. Now, I'm not going to list, oh, I have yogurt with this and I have peanut butter on a so-and-so. I'm not going to list any meals in this because that's all subjective. That's to you. That's what you want to eat. There's no point me saying, oh, I have an apple and a spoon of peanut butter, because you might not like apples, you might not like peanut butter. You know what carbs are, you know what protein are. If you're going to go for something to fuel you, have a carb that you like, have a protein that you like. Therefore, you will eat it, and if you're eating it, it will then do what you want. So that's pre-workout. After a workout, so in here I've got 2 scoops of MyProtein Clear Whey, which equates to 40 grams of protein, and I've also got 1 heap scoop of creatine, which I think is about 3 gram, maybe a bit more. So I'm drinking that intra while I'm in the workout. So when I hate saying this, when you're training, you're tearing and you're breaking down the muscle fibers to therefore get stronger, I'm already putting in protein to help contribute with that, to help build it back. I hate saying this. This is all geeky crap. Protein helps repair and build muscle, and if when I'm in the gym I'm tearing the muscle and I'm breaking down the muscle structure and I'm having protein while I'm doing that, I'm getting it straight into the anabolic window, which is I can't say, I'll have to bleep, I don't know how to bleep them. I'm gonna have to bleep that, but that's a load of poo. I'm getting protein in. Protein helps repair and build muscles, and it helps recover, stimulate new muscle. So if I'm getting it while I'm training, and I'm probably still drinking it when I'm leaving, therefore in that 2 hours of training I'm getting in the protein, I'm getting in the creatine, I'm not getting any fats in, I don't think you need it, and I'm not getting any carbs in, because in the gym at the moment you need them in before. Now, I haven't been known to, on a really long session, have some Haribo, have some sweets. I've munched on a potato waffle. I've not munched on a potato waffle. I've munched on a sugar waffle in there, just to give me that little boost. Some days you feel a bit lethargic, some days you feel a bit down. Carbs after the gym. Carbs will also help with recovery. Your body stores glycogen and it uses that as fuel when you're training. You need to put that back. That's why the drinks brand for the gym begins with an L, not a G. When they did the test and people were drinking just water, because you're sweating, you're losing the salts, and they were drinking their bottle, they're orange flavoured liquid that begins with L. They could go longer because they were replenishing what they're missing. So after the gym, it's pretty much very similar to before the gym. You need carbs and you need protein. But that's all subjective, because I'm not going to say eat this, or I'm not going to say eat that. I'm drinking 40 grams of protein, which I think is enough per like hour. I see some people having 70, 80 grams of protein in a shake. I'm thinking, is your body really digesting that, or are you peeing it out? So what foods can you eat? So like I've said, I'm not gonna delve into this. I can tell you what I eat, but subjective to me. I have the Protein Works this morning, Protein Works shake, sugar waffle. Nothing till dinner. I've had the gym kitchen meal and a piece of gluten dairy free cake. I'm then on to this. So I'm already 2,000 plus calories in. Probably a lot of carb and a lot of protein. But before, I had a plate of food with a cake, so you're getting carbs, you're getting proteins. Intra, I'm drinking this, and then when I finish, I will probably have something, sugar waffle, or have some more protein or something. I'm getting something before, I'm getting something intra, and I'm getting something after. Got to fuel your workouts. You're interested in finding out what things are claimed to be the best food to eat? Google it. There's loads. I could have got photos and thrown up on the screen, but I don't think there's any point. It's all subjective food-wise. It's what you want to eat, not what I'm telling you. Because you could tell me, oh, I eat this before the gym. Oh, God dear. I eat this before the gym, and you're, oh, do it. So it's all subjective. So to recap, what should you eat before? What should you eat after? So before, depending on, that's very time critical. There's no point you having a sugar waffle or something really high in carb if you're going to train 2 hours down the line, because that's not going to do anything. It tends to be the smaller the food post to training. So say you're half an hour away, you'll have some little snack because you don't want it to lay heavy in your stomach. You all know the feeling, going for a heavy squat, deadlift, bench, overhead press, and your dinner's not settled, or it's just not settling right, or it's laying heavy on your stomach. You feel lethargic, you feel windy, you don't feel fresh. You want to be fueled but fresh to train. Hour, something with a bit of protein in it. 2-3 hours. People, I read online that my 2 to 3 hour pre-workout meal, mate, it's not a pre-workout meal. It's just a meal. You're 3 hours away from training. That's going to be digested. And it's all about a good diet. So yeah, what do I eat before and after? I know I've not gone into detail of what foods, but I've gone into detail about the carbs and the proteins, and some people say fats, but I've never had fats after the gym. I am fat, but I've never had fats after the gym. I just don't feel that they're going to benefit you in any which way. So yeah, I think I've gone through it all. I have a script on my phone, whether you can see that, not there. I have a script on my phone, points to say, so I get it's like I think of these videos 2 or 3 days in advance, and I'll put a script on my notes in my phone, and I'll then go in and edit it, and I'll get points that I want to say, and I'll take out bits over the couple of days that I don't want to say. So I try and get across all the points that I want to get across in the time that I want to film it. And I wanted this video to be like 15 minutes or less. 13:22 with a bit of drone footage. We're sorted. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What do I eat before? What do I eat after? Post, intra and pre. So there we go. Yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.